Hi friends, this is Susie, your gaming guru, here to help you solve the puzzle of level 28 in Candy Crush Saga's special event, Winter Festival. So here we go. We've got 29 moves to clear out 35 of the licorice twirls. We don't have 35 licorice twirls on the board, but we do have dispensers. The problem is everything's in isolation. I was hoping I would see portals here. I do not. Now we also have these magic mixers, also known as evil spawners. They can spawn out wonderful things or evil things. Only on a board like this though, because generally they just spew out awful things. But if they start spewing out licorice, that'll be a wonderful thing because it'll be an opportunity to grab things in here instead of going all the way down here. We have to find out. Also, I see we've got some stripe dispensers here. So normally I would try to take these out. For every 3 turns that I take that I don't strike them, they spew something out. And then every time I hit them, I remove a rivet. Once the 4 rivets are gone, I strike them one more time and they explode with force and get rid of themselves. They explode off the board and they can no longer spew things. And my inclination here is, well, let's get rid of them. They're not going to give us anything. They're not going to give us licorice. They're going to give us bad things. But my curiosity and my, desire to experiment says, oh no, we have to find out what's in here. So I'm going to make these micro movements at the top and see what gets spewed out. And then the problem is, once it spews something out once, oh, it's licorice! Hey, I like it. Once it spews something out once, that doesn't mean it's always going to spew out that same thing. So here we go. And now if I take out licorice on a turn, no new licorice forms from here, but that doesn't mean new licorice won't form from here. I can take out licorice and this still spews things out. The problem is, eventually we're going to get so filled in with licorice it's not going to work very well. So it's probably good for me to take out maybe one of these dispensers. If I can, possibly, maybe. Or at least kind of keep a balance on the board. So that, there we go. So that I have room to move. Okay, so now I don't want to strike that. I wouldn't mind hitting some licorice down there. And sometimes you inadvertently strike these machines, right? Yeah. So the machines are getting struck. Not so good. Now I want to just hold off. Because every time I strike them, even if I don't do the fatal blow that takes them out, what happens is it stuns them and then they can't produce. So I am trying to be careful. I want them to produce, even if they produce over the wrapped candies. That's okay. I need stuff on the board. Now let's see how many of these licorice I have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I've got almost enough in here. And then I still have some backup here. So now it might not be a bad time to take some of these things out. Because they have to get to that licorice, right? So if they spew one more time, then I should have plenty on the board. Now I want to take things out. I want to be crazy and explosive and remove as much as possible. There we go. Got it done. Totally ignored this part of the board and worked solely in here. Thankfully, I didn't take out those magic mixers too quickly because I have the feeling that it would have been much more difficult to keep getting this to replenish. It's in an area of isolation. Now I only have 4 colors on the board. Without the magic mixers, then I could have focused on making combos, like striped wrapped combos, to help out. And then I did have those stripes in there. So I'm not saying it's impossible. I do like the way I chose, but if I had accidentally or even purposefully taken out those magic mixers, there was a second route to success, a second path to success that I could have followed up on that board. This is it for me. If this was helpful, I would ask that you consider liking and subscribing. If you have any questions or comments, please put those below. I know some of you are looking for the how these levels correspond to the reality map, and I know that I've played this level before. As soon as I got those licorice, I thought, no, I have played this before, and I have allowed the licorice to grow, and that's one way to get it. So if you see that and you know what level it is, please put it down so we can all know, and I'll put it up in the title, what the level is, so we have a different opportunity to see another level, to see that level played in another way to gain the best information on this board. And as always, thanks so much for watching, and excuse my babbling. Bye-bye.